But I'm going to start off with this. I'm going to be very blunt. Fuck you too.
And I'm on my way, and I won't be late, 'cause everything that's happening is in perfect time. And though we may not know just where this bus will take us, but you know.
Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Yeah,
Well,
we deserve that.
Yeah, it was all very lucky. We had these plans months in advance, and it just if we would have had it like planned a month later, we probably wouldn't have left. We were supposed to come back in the middle of May. May 18th was our original flight, and that got canceled pretty early.
They just canceled really all flights. They just said either get home now within the next 2 days or prepare to go into 4-week lockdown. And we looked at flights. They were anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per person.
Ooh.
And we actually still almost for a second considered getting one of the cheaper flights to come home, because at that point no one knew how well New Zealand was going to do. But we didn't. We just stayed.
Stuck it out. We got a work exchange on a vineyard. Ended up being this really small family vineyard, and they became like our new family. So it was a very pleasant lockdown experience. It was very isolated. There was three other people there.
Yeah, and we were making wine. During the mornings, we would pick grapes from the vineyard. We harvested the whole vineyard, and then we went through the whole winemaking process, destemmed it. It was mandatory lockdown.
I have to get on Daniel's screw you guys train, because he's beginning of lockdown on a vineyard making wine, just living this pastoral idle life. What a dream.
So y'all, okay, that just sounds lovely. These hikes, these sounds lovely. I feel like when y'all come back, I think y'all are actually going to have a culture shock. But I think y'all have built up a little reservoir of positivity that I think y'all can lean on.
Hopefully we won't drain it too quickly.
No.
Yeah.
We're one pandemic different than everyone else, because we got a New Zealand lockdown experience, but we didn't get the real lost your job, can't pay your bills, or still have to go to work, and actually getting COVID, and just taking your social life taken away from you, and you're just locked up in your house. There's a lot of lonely people out there.
So what's it like to hear from where you guys are and what you're experiencing, what's happening in the States and to your families and friends?
Yeah, it's tough. I remember when things really first started going down, I felt kind of guilty, because especially for my mom and my grandma, they're completely locked down, and now they have been for the whole time, 9 months or so. Yeah, I just try and be empathetic, but at a certain point I'm like, man, I almost feel bad telling you what we've been up to.
You shouldn't. I give you shit because it's funny to me, and this is the only time that I would ever knowingly scream fuck you to both of you. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna milk it. I do envy, I've said it every time, I envy that courage. I think Natalie's done the same thing with moving to California. I don't have that in me naturally. So I don't think that y'all should feel bad at all. I think y'all should feel very proud that y'all, number one, acted on that desire to move, and y'all were actually able to reap the benefits of it too at probably the best time.
Right.
Still fuck you, but in a good way. Where's y'all's head at as y'all come back in February? Are y'all nervous about that?
A little bit. I'm dreading finding a place to live. If the climate is still the way it is, just going and look at places and getting, I don't know, stress of just settling back and putting roots back down there.
Right.
Starting from just a storage unit, a small storage unit of all of our stuff, and then just trying to get back in. Do I go back to work? Is my work going to be there? I work at Ramen Tatsuya, or I did.
Yeah, it's a little bit all up in the air, but I feel like being backpacking for 10 months has prepared us for having the future be up in the air. At this point, we've gotten practiced.
Just where this bus will take